It's another day, the sun is shining. Got to know what's going on around you. Wake up, it's the time to motivate your mind. Come with me, let's make this moment brighter. Wake up with the Bahamas at sunrise. Come on and wake up with the Bahamas at sunrise. Wake up with the Bahamas at sunrise. Wake up with the Bahamas at sunrise. Hey.
Good morning and welcome to Bahamas at Sunrise on this fabulous Friday. I'm Anastasia Palacios.
And I am Mark Daniels filling in for Phil on this Friday. Is it Fabulous Friday?
It's a fabulous Friday.
It's a fabulous Friday.
So we're going to have an awesome show today, Mark.
Yes, we are.
It's been a while. You enjoyed the holiday?
I did.
Okay.
I tried to sleep,
Okay.
but my children did not let me. So I was one of those people on the beach on Vit Monday.
Okay, on Vit Monday.
On the Vit.
All right. So I didn't get to take the baby on the beach yet. So I'm looking forward to doing that at some point. But I did get to sleep in a couple hours on the holidays. That was actually pretty nice.
I
She
know
worked
how
with me.
valuable that is for a new mother.
Yeah, so it was a good
soak
day.
all those hours
Yeah,
up.
man. Yeah, man. And then, of course, the royal wedding was awesome.
The royal wedding, yes it was. I've been feeling royal all week.
Certainly an excellent showing by Meghan Markle, and a lot of things happening, new with the crown, new with the Commonwealth, and so we're looking forward to what the future will bring. Also looking forward to an awesome show today. We've got some wonderful things in store for you. The Primary School Student of the Year is with us. We just saw Remington, and of course he's been coming on the show, Mark, for some time, doing so many different things as a young student. And so it's exciting to see him win it all in the end.
He's a nice young man.
Bowling champion.
There you go, bowling champion.
And of course, Remington is from the Eva Hilton Primary School, and he's brought the Eva Hilton Vocal Ambassadors today. They're going to be performing for us as well. And Miss Zenobia Pierre is here to discuss something that I love, absolutely love, the National Arts Festival.
Ooh, I think I want to be a part of that. I am artistic, you know.
I believe you.
Not autistic, artistic.
I believe you.
Okay,
I believe that
yes.
indeed.
And the Ministry of Tourism is here to tell us about the Eleuthera Pineapple Festival. Pineapples can't done. You got to get down to Eleuthera. And also about the Farmers Market at Valentine's Resort in Harbor Island. But first, we need to hear about some of this weather that's coming up this weekend. So let's hear from our wonderful friend, Brother Godfrey Burnside.
Weather at Sunrise, brought to you by Bahamas First. First in insurance, today, tomorrow.
Thank you, Mark. Good morning, Bahamas. Look like a wet weekend in store weather-wise. We do have a developing surface low-pressure system just east of Yucatan Peninsula that's moving towards the north very slowly, and that's going to pull some rich moisture, tropical moisture across the islands over the weekend, causing lots of showers, thunderstorms, some of them becoming heavier times, and could cause flooding in low-lying areas, particularly over the extreme northwest Bahamas starting tomorrow. In your weather today, we're looking at mostly cloudy and a bit breezy, with scattered showers, island thunderstorms becoming heavier times, particularly during the nighttime hours. Your high temperature 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Tonight, mostly cloudy and breezy with scattered showers, isolated thunderstorms, heavier times, and 7 degrees Fahrenheit. And some regional highs and lows across the Caribbean. Barbados 82 and 76. In Jamaica 82 and 76. In Trinidad 89 and 74. And the Turks and Caicos Islands 85 and 74. Across North America, Atlanta 80 and 68. In Raleigh 83 and 63. In Miami 82 and 76. Dallas, Texas 92 and 73. And Toronto, Canada 69 and 57. Weekend outlook, in one word, wet. Cloudiness, showers and thunderstorms becoming heavier times, particularly with extreme northwest Bahamas. And you can expect severe to heavy conditions over the area coming Saturday into Sunday. The winds will pick up late Saturday into Sunday, and we have an advisory posted, so we're asking small craft operators, particularly in the northwest Bahamas, to stay in port starting tomorrow. Those temperatures daytime will be in the mid-80s, at nighttime in the mid-70s. That put you up me first look at weather at sunrise. I'm Godfrey Burnside. Back to you, Star.
Thank you so much, Godfrey. Well, the Bahamas Primary School Student of the Year Awards program is a premier national awards recognition program for 6th grade students, offering them amazing scholarships and prizes as they enter into their high school years. Since the inception of the awards in 1977, they've given away over $1.5 million in scholarships to our students. And this year, we've got the winner with us. He's got a pretty big check here for $7,000. His name, of course, is Mr. Remington Minnis, and you might have seen him on Bahamas at Sunrise several times before. And we also have Mr. Van Dyke Pratt, who is the chairman of the Bahamas Primary School Student of the Year Foundation, and my good frater, Mr. Ricardo DeVoe, who is the president and CEO of the Bahamas Primary School Foundation. Gentlemen, good morning and welcome to Bahamas at Sunrise.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Pleasure to be here.
A pleasure to have you guys back. Every year you bring me smiles when you bring me these new students. So many of them have been honored last weekend and are just continuing to do so well. But I'm going to get started with Remy first this morning.
Yes.
Remy, how does it feel to be the winner?
Feels great.
Feels great, right? Now, you and I have sat down and talked before. You came on the show before because you were talking about this money that you were raising at the time. For Hearts, right? And you got your school to participate in that. Do you think some of the work that you've been doing in terms of community service helped you to win the award?
Yes, Sam.
Definitely, right? So now that you've got this big $7,000 check, where does the money go?
Most likely to into my grade 7 funding.
Into your grade 7 funding? Do you have an idea of where you want to go to high school yet?
I want to go. I was hoping for a 6-year scholarship.
You're hoping for a 6-year scholarship. All right, well, listen, only good things happen when you come to Bahamas at Sunrise. You see that already. You're living proof. You came on twice. You got this big check for $7,000. So we're speaking it into existence that the rest of that funding will come. How does that sound?
Sounds great.
Sounds great, right? All right. Now, Mr. Pratt, you had the opportunity to work not only with Remy this past weekend, but so many of the other candidates.
Yeah.
What do you think it is that set Remy apart? Because you guys had some really, really good applications. I knew about 3 other students involved this year, all excellent students. What made Remy stand out?
Well, I think the main thing that made him stand out was the fact of his actual civic work, his social consciousness, because, you know, we have brilliant nominees, 120 other nominees he was vying against.
Right.
And at the end of the day, most of them have excellent scholastic achievements. But the main thing is we're looking for the holistic student. That type of student that we see is going to be able to contribute, you know, to society, has a social conscience, not just a one-dimensional type of student. And I think Remy exemplifies that. And that really came out even in his portfolio and what he sent forth and in all of the activities that he's been involved in, not just academically, civically, even athletically. So, you know, all of these things, the tapestry that sort of mended it all together, that brought him to the top position.
Okay, I mean, and certainly we've seen that here on Bahamas at Sunrise, as I would have mentioned earlier, coming in and just working with the Heart Association, which we thought was so phenomenal at the time. Now, Mr. DeVoe, you've been doing this for many years now, since 1997, consistently. What do you think is the highlight that really set this year apart from any of the previous years?
The first thing about it is that we had 121 nominees.
Wow.
And 121 nominees received scholarships.
Wow.
$180,500 in scholarships that were given to primary school students this year.
Wow.
Every single child was a winner.
Wow.
And we gave $35,000 worth of prizes.
Okay.
So that was over $200,000 last weekend, just for primary school students in this country.
Okay. And I mean, when you think about this is such a powerful initiative, right? I think about so many opportunities that students may miss because of financial challenges, and to have even just considered the idea that this was necessary. What led to that great vision for you to say, we need to do something to honor our students coming out of the 6th grade?
Well, for me, it was that I was president of the Nassau Bahamas Panhandle Council at the time. And I had a vision because I was in the Florida College Student of the Year in 1992 while I was in grad school.
Okay.
And so I wanted to establish a program, you know, back home. The idea was to throw for Student of the Year. I had 4 persons who were educators at the time, and they convinced us that nothing was being done for primary school students, and so the Student of the Year should have been incorporated at primary school level. And I think that was the blessing,
Yeah.
because for now, we have been able to recognize over 2,400 primary school students. If we watch them and watch their development, we can see that they have gone far.
They have. I'm looking at the 1997 winner, who just happens to be my good first cousin, Vashti Darling, and she's now a doctor, you know. And
Andrea
so
Mutri, who was our second winner, she's now an attorney.
Wow.
And we just don't follow the winners because we have persons like Sankisha Pinder, who's an educator. So we have Danico Bowles, who's a coach, a winning coach at Doris Johnson.
Awesome.
He's a second runner-up in 1999.
Okay,
You know,
and
and
so
yeah,
you see this
it's okay.
excellence in
Yes.
students, and I guess, of course, the networking, I'm
Yes.
sure Remy would even say is
Yes.
great. And so, Mr. Pratt, talk to me with the financial support. That sounds like a lot of money that went out there to these students, 121 scholarships. Any corporate sponsors, any people that you really want to mention now that you have the nation's air?
Well, I mean, obviously every year we are totally and completely dependent upon the funding of corporate Bahamas as well as individual donors. And I think this year, like Ricardo would have mentioned, we hit a significant milestone, an aspirational goal of actually having every nominee getting something. You know, our major sponsor, of course, was BTC. And, you know, we have many other corporate sponsors that have made major impact into the program. You know, we have Alive, we have Albany. Even this year, for the first time, because part of what we do for the students is the Family Island students, we bring them in. So whatever their travel cost is, the foundation bears that. And so this year we had a real escalation in our costs. But again, thanks to the Life at Key Foundation, we were able to get a grant that assisted us over $6,000. I mean, in comparison to the bill, it's still, but still it was significant because we didn't have it before. So, you know, major sponsors like these just continue to come in. And at this point now, we've reached that aspirational goal. Now it's a point of sustaining it.
Yes, it is.
So, of course, we need to continue to get the support and funding of corporate Bahamas as well as individual donors to really help next year, no child left out as well.
Definitely.
And to continue that on, you know, continuously.
So how can we reach the Bahamas Primary School Foundation? I'm sure people are dying now to assist you in some way.
I'm sure. Well, we are in the phone books, the Bahamas Primary School Student of the Year. Also, if you Google Bahamas Primary School Student of the Year, we have a website. It'll lead to us. We're also on Facebook. They can reach out to us through there, and then they can get our contacts. But one of the things I'd like to say in addition to what Chairman Pratt said was that this year we had so many past nominees who contributed by giving their own scholarships. We had the Munnings family. Taya Munnings was in it. Her family contributed $10,000, which was 3 scholarships. And there were so many persons. We have like Amanda Shea, who was a 2007 fifth runner-up, and her parents since 2008, every year since, have contributed the 5th runner-up scholarship.
Wow, so, that's awesome. I mean, this is what the Bahamas is all about, right? Us uniting to give our young people an opportunity, knowing full well that what they develop into, they just need a source to start. And Remington, I'm so excited to see what you're going to do in the future. I know that the best is yet to come. We're going to chat some more off camera so I can let some people know exactly what's coming up next for you. But we wanted to thank you guys so much for joining us this morning on Bahamas at Sunrise. Remington, congratulations.
Thank you.
A wonderful reminder that only good things happen when you come on Bahamas at Sunrise. And we're going to be back with more right after this commercial break.
The Department of Statistics will carry out its annual labor force survey during the period of May. Enumerators with official identification cards from the Department of Statistics will visit selected households in New Providence, Grand Bahama, Abaco, Crooked Island, Mayaguana, Inagua, and the Berry Islands, and will be calling upon residents to complete the questionnaires honestly and accurately. The information obtained will be handled in the strictest confidence and will be used to maintain essential statistical data on our country.
Good afternoon. First response. How can I help you?
I've been in an accident on West Bay Street. Can you send someone to help?
Yes, ma'am. A first response team will be there in 15 minutes. Are you hurt?
No, I'm fine, but a bit upset.
We're glad you're not hurt. Please, try to relax. Our team will take care of everything as soon as they arrive.
First Response provides immediate on-site service and support from the scene of an accident through the claims and repair process. And it's free to all Bahamas First insured drivers in New Providence, every day for any type of accident. If you drive and want First Response on your side, call 32-FIRST or visit bahamasfirst.com for the name of an authorized Bahamas First agent. First Response can't prevent an accident from happening,
But it can certainly ease your mind when it happens.
Good morning and welcome back to Bahamas at Sunrise. The E. Clement Bethel National Arts Festival is an annual national competition that highlights the talents of students from primary, junior, and senior school, as well as adults in the areas of drama, dance, music, and visual arts. Here to tell us all about the festival is Ms. Synovia Pierre, Cultural Officer and Organizing Secretary of the National Arts Festival for the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture.
Mouthful.
Mouthful, right? Good morning, Ms. Pierre, and
Good
welcome
morning.
to Bahamas at
Good
Sunrise.
morning. Good
Again.
morning. Yes, again.
So my first question is E. Clement Bethel National Arts Festival. Tell us why this special festival is named after such an important Bahamian figure.
Well, Clement Bethel was a composer, director, pianist here in the Bahamas, and of course he was the first director of culture back in 1971. And he was instrumental in establishing the National Arts Festival, what would have been known as the Arts and Craft and Music Festival all the way back then. It was started in 1959. A lot of persons don't know that it extends
1959.
so far back, yes. And so, you know, he was the one that married it all together. Music, arts, drama, performing art, visual arts, arts and crafts, all that stuff. And it then became so huge that it spread throughout the country into all the islands.
So tell us where the festival is at now and how does it work?
Well, this is the 59th year
All right.
of festival, which means next year is the 60th anniversary. So you know that means big celebrations for us. We are now actually at the very end of the 2018 season.
Okay.
We ended, as a matter of fact, on Monday, which was Whit Monday. My team and I flew to the Berry Islands. And so, you know, we are now doing scores and everything, coming up with the national winners, and basically wrapping up this season and getting ready for huge celebrations in 2019.
So what period of time does the festival usually span?
It usually begins right after midterm in the spring season, which is usually the end of February, beginning of March, and it spans until usually the beginning of May. We try to get out of the way of the schools because, of course, national exams begin then. And the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture and the festival has to work in conjunction with the Ministry of Education because, of course, there are so many things going on as far as exams, as far as the midterms, as far as breaks, as far as, you know, there's so many things going on in the schools. And so we have to definitely work along with the Ministry of Youth, of Education.
So over the years you've been involved with the festival, what are some of the standout performances that you remember?
Well, actually, I just started with the festival last year as in this position.
Right.
You know, before me came people like Patricia Bazard and Keva Cartwright, those kinds of person. So I'm kind of walking in some big shoes.
Right.
But definitely you're always pleasantly surprised when you go to the outer islands, the family islands and Grand Bahama and those places, and those kids, like for instance this year, Bartlett Hill Primary in 8 Mile Rock, they stood out as the drama you know, class division winners, I can say. And then Grand Bahama again, and when we go to Abaco, you know, we brought all the kids into Marsh Harbor so they were able to see each other, because usually Cooperstown wouldn't see the kids at James A. Pinder, you know, down in Sandy Point because they're so far apart. But we brought them all into Marsh Harbor, and these kids are able to see each other perform and sing and dance and whatnot, and they are pleasantly surprised. So we've been pleasantly surprised at artists and Andros, North Andros, Huntley Christie, Senior High. They use seeds and beans and sand and shells to do Junkanoo costumes. And basically using the resources that they have. And that's what this festival is all about.
Yeah, that sounds like an awesome thing to be
Yeah.
a part of.
Yeah.
So how
Yeah.
are the performances judged?
Well, we have 4 adjudicators. We've been working in conjunction with the National Arts Gallery of the Bahamas with the artist. And then we have drama, we have music, and we have dance. And the adjudicators basically watch the kids perform, and then they give them constructive criticism and feedback. They give them a form with a rubric so that they can see what their highs and lows are and how they can improve themselves. So, yes, and we always try to tell teachers and students that, remember, this is a national festival, national festival. So we see everybody from Grand Bahama all the way down to Inagua, and that is how you are judged on that stage.
Right.
Yes.
That sounds like a lot of pressure.
Yeah, it can be. It can be.
So
It can
this
be.
year, the award ceremony is at Government House?
No, it's been at Government House
been at
in
Government
past years. However, we just got word from Bahama that they are going to partner with us and John Cox down there with the art gallery and, like I said, the NAGB. And so we're going to have our awards in the fall of this year.
Okay.
That's one of the setbacks because the awards come in the fall because it ends so late in the school
Right.
year. So we're going to have it in September, and we basically hand the baton over to the Department of Youth because October is Youth Month.
Okay.
And so Clement Bethel hands it over to the Department of Youth, and so that's when the awards and the workshops will be held for the students and the teachers to know that we're going into the 16th year and this is what is expected and this is what you have to do.
So how can people support the festival every year?
Well, we're always asking for corporate sponsors. This festival basically is the only festival that any Bahamian, any resident of the Bahamas can enter because it has so many different sections.
Right.
And of course, it's so many different things. And so we ask persons they can help us by offering scholarships. We have kids that are the winners of the sections this year that are with scholarships go to the International Music Camp. It says music, but it's all visual arts, performing arts. And basically lend a hand to us for next year with media and PR and marketing and all that stuff. Any help that they can give to us, we will gladly accept because it's for the children and the youth of our nation.
It's for the children.
Yes,
That's
yes,
the drive
yes,
home message.
Yes, most definitely.
So,
most
Synovia,
definitely.
thank you for coming on Bahamas at
Thank you for
Sunrise
having
to
me.
talk
Thank
to
you for
us
having me.
again about the National Arts Festival.
Yes.
I think I may enter next year because
I'm looking for you.
I
you.
got some skills.
All right.
Thank you for joining us on Bahamas at Sunrise. We'll be right back.
So who really own the Nassau Container Port?
Boss, that's easy. The government.
I do.
I do. Thank you. I do.
I do. And one day, he will too.
I do. Knock knock.
Here at the Nassau Container Port, we've diversified our ownership to give hardworking Bahamians a piece of the economic pie. And we'll continue to grow so that we can give you a consistent return on your investment. That's our promise.
I always wanted to come back to the College of Bahamas. I wanted to be a faculty. When the opportunity came for me to be Vice President of Operations, I said, well, let me try that first. It makes me proud because I was here before. I feel as if now I'm sort of like a beacon for those students who are here to say, hey, listen, I can actually be a Vice President. I can actually be one of the big leaders at the university.
I'm Ronnie Stevenson, and this is my UB.
Apply today at www.ub.edu.bs.
How are we making Rev work wonders for you? We are doing it together. You told us what you want, and we've heard you. Want faster broadband? How about speeds up to 1 gigabit per second? Want shorter house calls? 2 hours max. We promise. Want to take your entertainment anywhere? Well, your Rev Go Play app is here. Rev, we've heard you. You speak, we listen. Rev, you and us together.
One thing, two things. Blue thing, all things. Things that are small, things that are grand, things that fit just right, and in the palm of your hand.
Fox Hill Nursery, a large selection of garden supplies. If you can see it in your mind, you can find it at Fox Hill Nursery.
Welcome back to Bahamas at Sunrise. You see Remy is standing next to me because in this segment we're talking about Eva Hilton Primary School again, this time focusing on the Eva Hilton Angel Ambassadors, a wonderful choir filled with our young people who've done an amazing job in the National Arts Festival, actually winning the Bahamian category for primary school. I've got two of the teachers with me this morning as well. We've got Zundora Munnings and Trevor Neely, and they're going to be talking to us about their program. Remington, of course, is one example of the excellence at Eva Hilton Primary, and these little faces are another example, and of course they owe this to both of you who led them through the National Arts Festival. Good morning and welcome to Bahamas at Sunrise.
Good morning.
Now, Ms. Munnings, this takes a lot of energy. About how many students are in the group with you today?
Well, today we have at least about 30 students.
Okay.
But our choir consists of 45 vocal and it's 10 for our rake and scrape band.
Oh, you guys have a rake and scrape band
Yes,
as
we do.
well?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. What type of commitment does it take to get students of this age dedicated to the craft of singing and performing?
Well, I would say it's the excitement and the joy of singing, as well as just opening up to them and being natural.
Okay.
And giving them the opportunity to shine, and as well as when they come to practice and stuff like that, just making it joyful.
Making it joyful.
And exciting.
And exciting. I think that's definitely required for this group. Mr. Neely, you've worked with these kids, and they're just so talented. Talking with them today, I could see that not many of them are shy at all.
No.
They're definitely interested in singing. What do you think it is that by being in the choir at this early age, you begin to teach them about the skills that they'll need for life?
Well, the skills to need in life is discipline, first of all.
Mm-hmm.
Being in the choir is called for discipline.
Okay.
This is called discipline to come to practice, discipline to remember parts, discipline to function in the classroom. So we cater to the whole mind. We did the culture part and we did the education part. So it's an all-around thing.
Excellent. So what songs will we be hearing this morning? Because they've done winning the National Arts Festival Bahamian side. What are you bringing to us to hear today?
Well, everybody knows we went viral on the bus singing, Ride on King Jesus.
Okay.
So we'll be singing that this morning.
Okay,
This morning.
singing Ride on King Jesus this morning. Now, Remy, you were you ever in the choir?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Remy is a part of the choir too at some point. So this means that excellent things are well on the way for any of these students at Eva Hilton Primary. I want to see what cost you guys to go viral on the bus. So I'm going to step out now and take Remy with me, and I'll leave you guys to it. But thank you so much for joining us this morning.
All right, no problem.
All right, Remy, let's roll and see what they got.
Since 1967, Focal has been a vital part of the Grand Bahama community, providing high-quality products and great customer service. Today, we continue to work hard and remain focused on fueling growth for people throughout the Bahamas.
Wait, that's Omar Little from The Wire. You think everyone is Omar from The Wire?
Wow, it's really nice to meet a fan.
It's like he's right here. I telling you he's been on all type of shows and stuff?
And you know, Rev Go Play plays a lot of good movies and TV shows.
Excuse me, can't you see we're watching something else? Rude.
Settle all your pop culture disputes with Rev Go Play. Watch, record, and stream all your favorite shows wherever you are. Free for all Rev TV subscribers. Rev, you and us together.
Save the date, June 12, 2018 at 8 p.m. TCL Group is bringing the financial voice to you live from the Harry C. Moore Library at the University of the Bahamas, only on RTV, channel 212.
Welcome back to Bahamas at Sunrise on this fabulous Friday. Listen, I am all smiles, Mark.
Yeah, that was some good singing. I feel it in my bones.
It was excellent singing. Reminded me of my time in the Mary Star of the Sea Primary School Choir. I want to say a special good morning to Mr. Scott and to my little cousin that also goes to Eva Hilton Primary, Kino Kamani. A special good morning to you. And these are the last ones, I promise you. A special good morning to Zara Rigby, who placed 7th in the Bahamas Primary School Foundation of the Year. That's my little cousin. And then to Kaylee Simon, who is Philip's daughter, and she placed 4th. So congratulations to you as well, Kaylee. Certainly to all 121 students, whether I've called your name or not, we are just so proud of you, and we hope that you will continue to shine and do well.
Good job, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was loving Remy and his trophy.
Yeah.
I said it looked like a really awesome bowling trophy. But I want one of those trophies. So I'm thinking that next year I'm going to enter in the National Arts Festival. After talking to Synovia, she said even adults can participate.
Really? We can do it?
Yes.
Okay.
We should do it.
We should do something. We should do like a dramatic piece.
There you go.
I'm serious. The National Arts Festival is actually what got me started in speaking and drama and this sort of work. And so it really is so important that our parents commit to just allowing their kids to shine and to find
express themselves.
Yeah, whether it's through national arts or through something else. And certainly Rami is proof that you can do amazing things. And he actually left me with this bit of advice. I said, Rami, what would you say to anybody wanting to just be their best selves and try to be a winner like you? She said, do 3 things. You've got to work hard. You have to give your best effort every time and find what suits you. Man. Doesn't that sound good?
How old is he?
I don't know. I feel like he's like 50 in an 11-year-old's body, because that is brilliant advice. So we're going to do that, Remy, and we're going to continue to do that on Bahamas at Sunrise, where only good things happen. We've still got more to come in the second half, talking to the Ministry of Tourism about Pineapple Fest. Good morning, North Eleuthera and the Bluff. That's my people, them. And that's coming up next weekend, so we're going to give you some more information on that.
It looks like Eleuthera is really all on our show today, because we're going to be looking at the farmers market at the Valentine's Resort in Harbor Island. But first, we're about to hear about it's going to be dead vet.
No, man. I can't. I can't take it.
Dead vet.
I have to speak life over the situation.
Dead vet.
We had enough rain for the plants. It is going to be sunny.
The plants will never get enough. So, Godfrey, tell us how dead vet is going to be this weekend.
Weather at Sunrise, brought to you by Bahamas First. First in insurance, today, tomorrow.
Thank you, Mark. And my mom, your second look at weather, Sunrise, and loved up with Mark. Dead wet for the weekend.
We're going to take the tropical cyclone season starts next week Friday, but we're going to give a tropical look this morning because we do have a broad area of low pressure that's near the east coast of Yucatan Peninsula in the western Caribbean Sea. It's becoming better organized as it moves towards the north very slowly, and subtropical tropical cyclone could form with a system. Over the next 48 hours, it has a 70% chance. Over the next 5 days, as it moves towards the Florida Panhandle, it has 90% chance of developing into a tropical depression. Reconnaissance aircraft will be investigating this area later today. So we got to be very aware because this will trigger off a whole lot of moisture, showers, and thunderstorms, heavier times over the northwest Bahamas starting tomorrow through Monday or Tuesday. In your satellite, you can actually see most of that moisture in the western Caribbean Sea moving towards the north and most of the activities to the east of that system. So therefore, we're in that particular area where those showers will occur. In your marine forecast, winds today east to southeast at 15 knots, 5 feet. West Bahamas, 15-20 knot seas, 4 to 6 feet over the central and southeastern islands. On Saturday, those winds become southeast at 15-20 knots, seas 4 to 6 feet of northwest and central Bahamas, east to southeast at 15-20 knots, seas 4 to 6 feet over the southeast Bahamas. On Sunday, when that system gets very close to us, we have an advisory posted. Those winds be southerly at 20 to 25 knots, seas 7 to 10 feet. We can have gusts up to about 35 knots. And for the northwest Bahamas and southeast at 15-20 knots, seas 4 to 6 feet over the central and southeastern islands. Yeah, tides. You can expect a low tide at 10:08 this morning. Next high tide be at 4:56 this afternoon. Low again this evening at 11:16. Sunset is 7:50 this evening. Rises tomorrow at 6:21. UV index 5. Your water temperature is 78 degrees Fahrenheit. And your moon phase, you're now moving towards a full moon. And your extended look as that system moves towards us. We are looking at cloudy to overcast skies, breezy on Saturday, windy on Sunday and Monday, with heavy showers and thunderstorms becoming heavy to severe at times. Your temperature daytime will be in the mid-80s, at nighttime in the mid-70s. That puts a wrap on your fun look at weather sunrise. I'm Godfrey Burnside. Back to you, Mark.
Thanks, Godfrey. Pineapples, pineapples, pineapples. It's that time of year. And so you know what that means. The Eleuthera Pineapple Festival is about to go down. Thursday, May 31st to Saturday, June 2nd, Gregorytown will host its annual Pineapple Festival. And here to tell us all about it are Ms. Deborah Young, Senior Executive Officer at the Eleuthera Tourism Office, and Mr. Kendall Major, General Manager of Events at the Ministry of Tourism. Good morning and welcome to Bahamas at Sunrise.
Good morning. Good morning.
Now, if you realize, I got perked up and excited because two things I love is Eleuthera and pineapples, right? So tell us, what's happening at the Pineapple Festival this year?
Well, the Pineapple Festival will be an event that you would not want to miss. We have lots of entertainment, lots of things for the children to do, lots of native food. So you need to come to Gregorytown Pineapple Festival this year, Eleuthera's Pineapple Festival.
Yeah, you seem like you have a full event schedule. So from Thursday, there's the ceremony and official opening. Cooling Waters and Freedom Marching Band will be performing. On Friday, a full list of events from 10 a.m. straight into the night. Seems like we're going to have some nice entertainment.
Yes, we will.
It seems like on the first night, we're going to have Veronica Bishop and Stevie S.
Yes.
And the RBDF band.
Right.
That sounds like a great night.
So let's start with Thursday night, the opening.
Yes.
We will have the official opening. The Cooling Waters will be the culmination of it. But before that, we will have various artists from all over the island, as far as Wims's Bight to Spanish Wells.
Awesome.
We're including everyone. And so they will be our entertainment for the opening on Thursday night. On Friday, like you said, Veronica Bishop and Stevie S. You know, some of us, the old-time folks, we like that kind of music.
Old time.
So they come with that subtle music that we love, and so they will entertain us on Friday night. But before that, stalls will open at 2 p.m. for dinner, but they would open up earlier at 10 for breakfast. During that time, we will have games, the pineapple eating, mixology competitions, culinary competitions, and all of those things going on during the day.
And so is this an event for the whole family, or this is just for the for adults?
It is a family-oriented event. This year we are featuring the Kiddies Corner, where adults can come, enjoy the festival. You drop your children at the Kiddies Corner. We babysit them for you. You go and you do what you want to do.
Or the children drop their parents off,
Yes,
and then they
the
go to the
yes,
Kiddies
the kids can drop their parents off. Yes, they can.
So how long has this festival been taking place, and how much is the community involved in the event?
This festival has been going on for a number of years. It was the inception of the Ministry of Tourism way back then, and it is still going strong. We were at an older site before, and now we have moved to a new site where we have a huge grounds. The festival is more open and more free for you to walk about and see what we have to offer.
So, Mr. Major,
yes, sir.
Tell us about Pineapple Fest and how this is important for the Ministry of Tourism, especially as the events manager.
Well, as you may know, most of these signature events are sponsored by the Ministry of Tourism. They are the staple of most of the local island communities because it brings in a whole deal of inter-business relationships with smaller businesses who are able to benefit tremendously from that input from visitors who should come in for the event, because there's also a great rise in tourism arrivals for events such as those. There's also domestic tourism where local Bahamians from other islands come in. And so it's extremely beneficial for all of the parties involved.
Do we have an idea of how many people usually travel down to the festival? Because I know myself that there's been a number of people that would travel down to Eleuthera, come to the Pineapple Fest, and then they don't want to leave. So y'all might have a number of squatters on Eleuthera now.
Yeah.
So be
Yeah,
careful.
but of course. I think the number pegged had been around 1,400 visitors who come to the island over that period of time for the 3-day period.
That is awesome. I mean, I will be one of those 1,400, you know?
Oh, we're looking forward to having you.
Oh, yeah. Eleuthera is branded on my heart. I was born right next to a pineapple.
Oh, wow.
I'm joking. So tell us about traveling to come to Eleuthera. Is there time to still book accommodations, tickets?
Rooms are going very fast. So for those persons who want to travel for Pineapple Festival, I advise you to book now because rooms are going very, very fast. As for traveling, you would have Pineapple Air, Bahamas Air, Southern Air, or the Fast Ferry, and some of the boats coming in. So book fast if you want to get to Eleuthera for this Pineapple Festival.
And don't worry if all the accommodations are taken up, you could always sleep on the beach, right?
Well, our theme is pineapple hospitality.
There you go.
The people of Eleuthera, we are very hospitable.
I agree.
We will not have anyone sleeping on the beach.
No.
Even if you have to sleep in our front room or wherever, we will accommodate you.
You hear that?
We are hospitable people on Eleuthera.
I'd like to book your front room. Thank you very much.
So come to Eleuthera to the Pineapple Festival.
So Saturday is the closing day. We have basket weaving, you said mixology, coconut barking and coconut grading contests, plotting of the pineapple pole, and the All Eleuthera Junior Miss Pineapple Pageant.
Yes.
Tell me about that. Is that an exciting event?
It is an exciting event. We have young ladies from each settlement on the island, so you can see that this is an all-inclusive festival where everyone on the island is participating. So you would want to come out and see who is Miss Pineapple 2018.
There you go.
Come to Eleuthera and see who that person is. We are also offering some farm tours. We have the Eleuthera farm that is up, and if you want a farm tour, all you have to do is contact our office. The number there is 3322142. You can contact any one of us and we will book a farm tour for you.
This sounds awesome. Eleuthera Pineapple Festival, Gregory Town, Thursday, May 31st to Saturday, June 2nd.
Yes.
Ms. Deborah Young, thank you for joining us.
You are
Mr. Kendall
welcome.
Major. I'm going to steal a quote from the Pineapple Festival, which is, "Be a pineapple, stand tall, wear a crown, and be sweet on the inside." Thank you for joining us on Mamas at Sunrise. We'll be right back.
Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemies. Thou anointest my head My cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever.
We at Bahamas Ferries are focused on you, our customers. So get to know us better and meet our fleet, captains, and crew, all here to serve you. For travel, freight, or a harbor cruise, we're here to give you our best. And our highly qualified team is fully committed to your safety and comfort when you travel with us. So no matter what you need or what your destination, at Bahamas Ferries, we make the connection.
Welcome back to Bahamas at Sunrise. A few weeks ago, we traveled for the Eleuthera Business Outlook and stayed at the fabulous Valentine's Resort in Harbour Island. At Harbour Island Valentine's Resort, they do a farmers market weekly, and we got the opportunity to meet some amazing vendors. Here is that story for you now. Welcome back to Bahamas at Sunrise. Today we are in the beautiful Harbour Island here at Valentine's Resort, and it's extra special today because today they've got a farmers market going on, and so throughout the show you're going to get to see us talking with locals here about the products they're selling. I'm actually sipping on a fabulous, I want to call it a Harbour Island Vice, not a Miami Vice, because this is where I am, from Sanya, and I'm speaking with the woman today that started it all. Her name is Lena. Chance brought her here in 1993, and she's still here all these years later, starting a fabulous farmers market, helping out the island. Lena, good morning and welcome to Bahamas at Sunrise.
Good morning, good morning. I am so excited that you're all here. Welcome, welcome.
Thank you. We're so happy to be here. Now, Lena, talk to me about why you thought it was important that we have this type of opportunity for local vendors to come in and exhibit their wares.
Well, it wasn't actually my idea. It was Mr. Dean. It was always his dream to have a farmers market, so all for the local community.
Okay.
And it was just by luck, somebody said, you must meet Lena. She maybe could help.
Okay.
So I met the person who'd seen all the farmers, and we met, and on the Tuesday, we got umbrellas from the pool, we got 8 people, and then Joanne said, bye Lena, I live in Albuquerque, you run it.
Okay.
And there I am. So
Okay.
I built it up. We ran 16 weeks last year, and we had music playing. It was really, really good fun, and I just love it. In England, I was a photographer, a stylist, designer, and I'm here now living on the island, and what am I going to do? So to do the farmers market for me, it's just a dream. It
Fantastic.
really is a dream.
And have you seen the opportunities for vendors to grow in terms of what they're providing?
Oh, absolutely. And I have my own Instagram, which I started last year when I moved here, called Harbour Island Life. So I put on from this market, if you do look at my Instagram, you will see pictures.
Okay.
And everybody now knows about Fresh Picks Farmers Market. And the vendors are really doing well. And and we have so many talented people here. I mean, it's just amazing. It's incredible.
It really is incredible, and we'll get to talk to some of them in a few minutes. But it's my understanding that the vendors actually don't even have to pay a fee to be here.
No, Mr. Dean has been very, very generous.
Okay.
And so they all love coming here.
All right. Now, for people that are going to fly into Harbour Island just to come to this farmers market, when does it happen each day, and is there a cost for entry?
No cost for entry, and it's every Wednesday 9:30 to 1:30. But I just spoken to all the vendors today, and we have now all agreed we're going to do it all day long to 4 o'clock.
Okay.
And because they start packing up at 1, and a lot of people want to go shopping after lunch.
Right.
So it's going to be from 9:30 to 4:30 from next week.
And is it only local vendors from Harbour Island, or are there vendors
No,
that come
they
in from
actually
Spanish
come from North
Wells?
Eleuthera, and I think somebody from Spanish Wells.
Okay.
But my job now is to get more people. We have 10 tents. They're not all here because I've been in England. So we had 10 tents, but Mr. Dean said, Lena, get more vendors. I'll buy you 5 more tents.
Okay.
So you just come back.
Okay.
End of this season.
All
you
right.
will not recognize the place.
Okay, fantastic. Well, that is an invitation for everyone to come on down to Harbor Island to see this farmers market grow already today. You see us sipping on our drinks. Let's get a chair in there. Toast to good life and to Harbor Island. And now you get to meet these fabulous vendors.
Well, we do original painted on driftwood paintings, some canvas work as well from indigenous materials. So we would use a cork, we would use the pink sand, we would use the Calic bottles. We sort of recycle everything, and it's what we get our beautiful work from. You can see we have a shot of the yellow scene, the yellow church building. That's the Methodist Church in Harbor Island here, one of our older churches. And then right below that you would see we have a scene of a bunch of women, children. It's what we call Bahama Mama, Bahama Papas. So those are sort of like a collective characteristic, humorous characteristic of our people here on the island. And then you would have the Bryland scene. It's the shot of the whole of the Harbor Bay, the Bay Street, the Bay Front on Harbor Island. And we had placed the Bahamas airplane in it with some of the people, some of our roosters. We like to say that the roosters run Harbor Island. And yeah, that's basically it. We have a lot of different, what we try to do is try to depict miniature little views of Harbor Island.
Well, today I have my favorite products that I like making, the jams. Today I have papaya, ginger jam, papaya, cinnamon jam, and then I have the old-fashioned guava jam. I have the orange jam. And the most favorite are my chutneys, especially the mango ginger chutney. It just flies off the table every week. That is delicious. And also, too, I have the 3 citrus chutney, which is grapefruit, orange, and lemon. That's also a favorite one. And I make tomato chutney, green tomato, the ripe tomato chutneys. And beside me, I have a sweet table. Those are done by my niece. The whole family is into baking and cooking, and I'm into the chutneys and jams and stuff, and my niece, she's into the sweet stuff, which everybody loves.
These are watercolors by Harvey Roberts. He's a native of Harbor Island. We actually relocated from Harbor Island several years. We've been traveling around the Bahama Islands, but now we've relocated back to Harbor Island. It's certainly a pleasure to be back home, and we decided that we will come and join the farmers market and show what we have. The scenes that my husband normally paints would be of Harbor Island. He takes photos of everywhere else we've been, but Harbor Island is his favorite. And so, as you would see, we have scenes of the Junkanoo, which is native to the Bahamas, cultural. We have a painting of the dolls, the Bahamian dolls. We have paintings of the regatta. As you know, Harbor Island is famous for the Naughty Lucha Regatta, and so you would see the sloops. There's also a sign of Welcome to Harbor Island, which is actually one of my favorites.
We have clutches, straw hats, bags, kids' hats, kids' bags, and pieces of jewelry. And everything is made from the straw, which is the palm tree, or we use the sisal plant or the coconut plant. It's been good business for us so far, just because where our store is located, it's after Amara Bay, behind Aquaplaza, before Aquaplaza, so it's good advertisement just so that the people can find our store.
It's been very good because what it does is it brings extra exposure to your business. So even if you come out, you may not make sales or anything of that sort, but you can tell people, well, we're located on Pitt Street, so you know they would come by the store the next evening. So Valentine's with the farmers market has been very awesome. And we're very grateful because the manager here, the general manager, Mr. Dean, he actually does this voluntary. He doesn't charge us the cost. You know, he put the tents out, he have the men come out and they put them up. And so he just provides the space for us and we sort of utilize it. So that's a big plus as well.
That's going to do it for us, folks. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I hope that you enjoyed the show.
I enjoyed the show. Eleuthera, Pineapple Festival. I am going to be there eating all the pineapples I can.
Yeah, I wish I could go. So I want you to eat all the pineapples for me.
I don't know. It can be just for me.
It's going to be just you. See, he doesn't even want to share, guys. But I hope that you have a wonderful weekend, wet though it may be. So stay safe on those streets. We will be back with more on Monday.
Have a nice, safe weekend. Stay dry.